Alright, listen up, America. There's a big problem in this country today. And a lot of that is there's a lot of controversy around this. This right here. A gun. This was my first gun. Done a lot of bird hunting, dove hunting, squirrel hunting, rabbit. Killed a lot, hunted, shot a lot of rounds to this gun throughout my days. Second Amendment is a very good thing. I learned a lot of life lessons with that there gun, as well as other guns. Started shooting when I was about 9 years old, 10. Took my hunter safety course. I know how to use and operate a firearm properly. And I love my Second Amendment right. I take very, very, very much pride in the Second Amendment right. I truly believe that the Second Amendment right makes all other amendments possible. If we didn't have the second protects the first, the third, the fourth, the fifth. It protects them all. If you take away the Second Amendment, and then what's the people going to do when some group comes along and decides to take away, the government wants to take away our free speech? You know, how can you, freedom of the press, how can you fight back? The Second Amendment is not just for hunting. It is for hunting. It's for protecting ourselves in the worst case scenario if our government is a corrupt government. Tyranny. So the citizens can protect ourselves not only against from bad guys, burglars, people breaking in our homes, whatever, terrorists, but it's also to protect us from our own government. That is what the Second Amendment is for, if need be. In the worst case, our Second Amendment right, people, you need to wake up and realize that without the second, if you start picking away and picking and choosing what is allowed and what ain't allowed, and let's outlaw this, the AR-15. Oh, it's a scary gun. Oh, no, it's not. The AR, assault rifle, Bushmaster, whatever, is a 223-556 rifle. 223 caliber. It's not even that big of a caliber, okay? That same caliber comes in bolt action. So, like deer rifle caliber, and a small deer rifle caliber at that. You have a AK-47, it's a 7.62. But everybody says these are scary guns. Any gun can be scary in the wrong hands, but the only thing that's going to protect you against a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Most areas, police response time is at least 8 minutes, and that's quick. Out here where I live in the country, if someone broke in my house, whatever, which someone breaks in my house, I'm asleep. I got guns, I'm ready. Feel sorry for that guy. But say if I didn't have guns, I call 911. I hear someone break in. I gotta keep myself and my family alive for at least a good 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes before the police could get here. Probably about 20 minutes. Unless by some officer it just so happens to be right here out by my house, which is very unlikely. And in that case, maybe 5-10 minutes. But still, seconds. It's not minutes, seconds. Someone breaks in your house, boom, they can kill you and your family in 1 minute, 60 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds. You know, it's seconds. You know, police are minutes away, but seconds count. And having a gun for self-defense, being trained to use that gun, you know, I would strongly recommend every home needs a gun. As long as you are a law-abiding citizen, you're not a felon, then yes, you should have a gun. But you should be trained and know how to use that gun properly, what that gun can do, and have it locked up if you have kids, not locked up but where kids can't get around it. And I believe if you have kids and you have guns in your home, I believe your kids should know how to use guns. Once they're like 10 years old, I believe you should settle down, maturity matters a lot, but they need to know how to operate this gun. So that way, you need to keep them where they can get to them, but if they do and start playing with them, they need to know what that gun is capable of doing so they don't go playing around. They need to know that a gun's not a toy and to never treat it like a toy and never play with it. I grew up in a home with a lot of guns, and I grew up hunting and fishing, and it's great. It installed a lot of great things in me and my brother, as well as created a lot of good memories with my father. But I knew how to operate the firearms that were in my house, except for the pistols and stuff. I knew not to get them and play with them, which I couldn't. They were in a gun safe, but I knew how to use the gun, and I knew what they were capable of doing, so I knew they were not toys and not to be played with. And anytime I was in possession of one, going deer hunting or, whatever, I always treated that gun with the utmost respect. It is to be treated with respect. This right here, respect. Respect this. You must respect the firearm. The kid needs to know this. If they're going to be in a home with a gun, they need to know to respect this. Do not touch this unless you are supposed to be. If you do touch it, always treat it as though it's loaded, even if you know it's not. First thing that you should do, check the gun. As soon as you pick it up, you need to check it. It's not loaded. It was loaded, but I unloaded it. I know this gun's unloaded now, but I'm still going to treat it as though it's a loaded gun. But I know it's not a toy, and I've known that since I was a kid. taught me to respect firearms, and I believe anybody who has kids and they have guns in their home, you need to teach your kids to respect firearms. But that's kind of off subject. What I'm talking about is, in America, there's a lot of controversy going on with the Second Amendment. People need to wake up and realize Second Amendment, the right of the people, by the people, for the people, to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed for the security of the free state, being necessary to defend against tyranny and evil. Second Amendment keeps all other amendments possible. It's our safeguard. It's for home defense. It's for protection against a corrupt government. It's a defense mechanism against foreign invaders to invade us. A lot of people don't know or what, I don't know. But in World War II, Japan was going to attack the homeland. They were going to attack us on American soil. Well, the general told the leader, you don't want to do that. There will be an American, not only will we be fighting their military, we will be fighting everybody, but there will be a gun behind every blade of grass. Why? Because of the Second Amendment. And therefore, Japan did not invade America. We invaded them after they did Pearl Harbor. That's just one instance where the Second Amendment has helped and done great good. That's an example of what it does every day. It's a deterrent from people invading us on our homeland. So you need to wake up and really realize the good that the Second Amendment does. Whether you have guns or not, the Second Amendment, I believe you should have guns. If you're not a gun person, hey, whatever. But even if just because you don't like them, you shouldn't try to take a right that our forefathers made sure to put that in so that we would have the rights to bear arms. And they did it for a lot of reasons. They were really smart men. They knew what they were doing. They knew they just came out of a time and the Revolutionary War because they didn't want to pay the taxes, and they're a corrupt government. They just escaped and fought a war to escape from a corrupt government. That's why they put it in and that's why they put the Second Amendment in there. That's why it's in there. As well as the first, freedom of speech, and all the other ones. They were really smart men. They didn't want history to repeat itself. Do your homework. Not actually look into it. You gotta see it from both sides, man. Come on.